Hey guys, it's Katie on. Welcome to the podcast. This is like a really different side of me. I've never done anything like this before, but I'm really excited because I've been wanting to start the podcast for mad long, and I haven't started the podcast until today. So if you're listening, thank you for being here. Yeah, let me just keep it real. I'm kind of nervous, but I have a really special message prepared for you guys because it's been a while since I have recorded any content, put out anything on my YouTube, and I've just been living my life and learning lessons, healing myself and growing. Yeah, I guess I just wanted to kind of like give you guys a life update and share with you guys what I've been going through and how I basically just found my confidence. Yeah. So like for the past couple of years, I was in like a really low vibration. I was battling low self-esteem and self-doubt, imposter syndrome. I guess I kind of just like lost my confidence and I wasn't posting. I was like super unmotivated, super frustrated, and I felt like I was trying. But I kept finding myself in like this state of self-doubt and fear. What I was going through in terms of imposter syndrome was like, I would get these really short bursts of like confidence where I'm so excited and I'm getting all these ideas and I'm so excited about the ideas and I'm working on the ideas and I'm writing down all these lists. I'm making vision boards. I'm buying things. I'm like making a plan. And then slowly but surely I lose my momentum and I'm not exactly sure why. It's just, I begin to slow down and pretty soon the idea just kind of like dissolves. But then I get another idea a few days later and then I'm back in that momentum of being motivated and I'm ready to do it. I'm buying stuff and then I lose it again. And it's kind of like, I didn't know why this was happening. I began to get really frustrated. I began to lose trust in myself, trust in my capabilities to finish a task, to make decisions. And I just felt like unworthy. I'm going to be sharing some of the changes that I made within my lifestyle that allowed me to heal myself and find my confidence and pursue my passions and love myself and embrace the fullness of me. So number one, I changed the way I viewed myself. So here's what I did, you guys. I stopped judging myself. It began with letting go of shame and guilt for like the mistakes that I made. I actually don't have to identify with the traumatic situations that happened to me. I don't have to think about that every time I think of myself. I made mistakes, but I am not my mistakes and I'm not my trauma. And I'm more than that. So once I decided to recognize the fullness of me, the beauty of me, apart from my mistakes and embrace all of my flaws, I started to like feel a lot better about who I am. So rather than trying to like cover up my scars and cover up my wounds, I decided to embrace them and address them and, just say to myself like, yeah, this happened to me, but it's not all of me. It's just something that I went through. And, the more that I was in a space of judging myself for my wounds, it was like I was moving away from self-love. I was judging myself and feeling badly about myself. So I wasn't being gentle with myself or nurturing myself or treating myself with love. When I wasn't doing those things, I felt worse about myself. And so I can't get to the love unless I forgive myself and I say, it's okay, that wasn't your fault. You didn't ask for what you went through. You didn't deserve what you went through, but you did go through what you went through and you learned. And all I can do is accept that I went through that and understand that it gave me wisdom. It gave me strength. And now I can just close the chapter and move on and apply the wisdom to the next chapter. You know what I mean? So number two, I started believing in myself and believing in my ability to be confident. Because when you lose yourself and you lose your confidence, it's like you lose believing in yourself. I had to look in the mirror and say, you got this, you're stronger than that, you can get back out there and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. and we're going to do this. I started reminiscing, remembering, visualizing, thinking about the times in my life where I was more confident and when I was more successful and when I was able to come up with ideas and execute them at a faster pace and when I was just like happier. I had to remind myself who I am day in and day out and believe it. It's one thing to like say a bunch of affirmations or like read all these positive quotes, but if you're not actually believing that you are what is in these affirmations and you can become who you believe that you can become, then it doesn't actually work. I actually had to write down affirmations that I felt like I could believe and that I felt would resonate with me and bring me back to life. So I believed in myself. I believed in my ability to be confident again instead of believing that I couldn't. Number 3, dress authentically. Society says that I'm supposed to be feminine and I'm supposed to be modest and cooperative and quiet. And I'm not always that. I am sometimes, but I'm really not always that. A big part of me is a tomboy. I like to wear sweats. I like to wear sneakers. But another part of me is like very feminine and very sexy. And I like to embrace my sexiness and I like just being free, I guess. It's not really about showing anything. It's really just I love being free. I don't really like wearing too many clothes sometimes. So it's like I go from one extreme to the next. So when it comes to society, I don't really, I guess, fit into who they want me to be. I found my confidence when I decided to start wearing what the fuck I wanted to wear, and what makes me feel comfortable. Number 4, so I let go of like trying to please others. This one is probably like the biggest lesson that I've ever learned in my life. You're never going to please everybody, no matter how hard you try, you're not going to please everybody. And it's okay. A lot of people aren't going to fuck with you. And that's cool because I don't fuck with a lot of people. I've discovered that my sensitivity and my empathy it's a strength. So if anybody else out there is very sensitive and if you're an empath, I just want you to know like you're awesome and you're the shit and you have like a cheat code in life. But, it does come with a cost if you aren't aware of your energy and if you are not in your power and if you're not operating from a high level of self-esteem. When I was operating from a low vibration and I felt like I needed to fix everybody, please everybody, keep the peace and just do whatever everybody said so that there would be no drama. It was probably the lowest point of my life ever. And I wasn't conscious of it. I thought things were fine. But the truth is when you operate as a people pleaser and you're running around doing what everyone says that you need to do, there aren't too many people that respect you, including yourself. You become a doormat and you begin to attract a lot of dark souls that want to take advantage of you and take advantage of your kindness and take you for granted. And so once I started to recognize that me being a people pleaser and trying to help others was kind of like sacrificing myself and it was going against nurturing my spirit, I realized I had to like change majorly because I didn't know, I guess, how to take care of self and nourish myself. I actually had to learn how to take care of myself and set boundaries. And it was probably one of the best decisions I've made, but it was super hard. Not everyone really is for me, and that's okay. A lot of the relationships that I was attracting before I was in this new mindset, before I was in my power, they were dysfunctional. They were toxic relationships, friendships, family dynamics, work environments. And I was kind of just like tolerating these things. I was kind of just like okay with the people and situations around me that weren't serving me. And I wasn't kind of leaning into discernment and identifying what's best for me. So I kind of just like kept things going around me and it just didn't make any fucking sense. And once I recognized my values and my standards were rising, I decided that it's time for me to stand up for myself and kind of close the door on people who didn't have my best interest, jobs that just like weren't going to be fulfilling for me and weren't developing me, and family members that just weren't healthy. And those things are extremely hard, but crucial and necessary for my spirit. So, setting boundaries. Number 6. So I had to heal my body, my mind, my spirit, and become a lot more self-aware. So, after I set those boundaries, I found myself in a place of solitude, loneliness, and just being with myself, which was actually pretty scary. I live alone. I keep a very small circle of friends, and I'm doing my best to learn who I am and what I like and what I don't like, and things of that sort. So spiritual practices, healing practices have become a big part of my life. Going to the gym at least 3 times a week has been extremely healing to my body. Walking in nature and just like staying really active. I'm starting to realize that like when I move around the house and when I walk around and stuff, I really like to dance, and I really like for my body to move and feel free. It's like something within me is trying to like exert energy and like, I don't know, just like have fun and stuff. So dancing like in the house, like while playing house music or something, has been extremely healing because it keeps me like moving, and it actually puts me in a high vibration. I love nature. I love the sun. Something about the sun and being warm is just so powerful to me. Like I feel like in another life I was like literally on a beach or something. But yeah, I just love being in nature. So I try and go outside like a couple times a day, trying to like boost my skincare game. Like I've been sleeping for the past couple years, but one thing about like when I take care of my body and my skin, I feel a lot more confident. I like who I am a little bit more, especially when I look in the mirror. I'm like, okay, girl, you've been working on your skin. You look good. I see you. It makes me feel good about myself. Also, better eating habits. When you eat good, you feel good. Like when I eat good, I feel good. When I eat like shit, I still find a way to feel good. But when I eat better, I feel better, and like my body feels free and I'm proud of myself. So I've been trying to pick better things in the grocery store, and I have been trying to take care of my mind, my mindset a little more. Going back to what I was saying earlier about how I am an empath and I'm very sensitive, and I pick up on energy so easily that I have to be careful I have to be intentional and careful about what goes into my brain, my mind, what I watch, what I listen to. I've been tuning into podcasts a lot more. I like listening to people who talk about business. I like listening to people who talk about mindset, spirituality, healing, empath support. I'm not the biggest on reading, but I've been doing what I can recently. So a couple books I've been reading are Money and the Law of Attraction, Think and Grow Rich. No. I listened to Think and Grow Rich on Audible. Something about like hearing books is super healing to me. Like I like going to sleep with intelligence. I don't know. I've also been getting better at meditating and trying to just like quiet my mind and center myself. We get caught up in like, the day-to-day life, going back and forth, like our routine gets crazy and stuff, but there is value in centering yourself and meditating and reminding yourself of who you are and connecting with a higher power and speaking positivity on yourself. I stopped feeding into the energy of naysayers and hating ass motherfuckers. It was like a waste of time, and it was really crippling me. What I mentioned earlier about how I would get all this confidence and I would like get going with an idea and I got all these plans and stuff, and then I get scared because I start thinking about, I don't know how people are going to receive this. I don't know how people are going to feel about me looking like this or saying this or doing this. I think I just let haters get to me. I let people get in my head. I let life get to me. I let certain people get in my head and stuff. I was stuck in a mindset of being scared or insecure, I think is a better word, of what people might be thinking of me. And I got stuck because I was like, oh my gosh, I wonder if they think this, or it's fucked up that they think this because I'm not even really this. It was draining me. And one day I woke up and I realized I took my own power back. I was like, wait a second. My opinion of me is the one that matters. Number 8. Confidence is something that I believe is inside of all of us, but we have to learn how to tap into it. It was easy for me to find my confidence, but keeping it was the difficult thing. Like staying in a high vibration, staying motivated, that's the work. And the even deeper work is knowing the systems behind what keeps you in the motivated mindset. And I wasn't really able to identify those things until I started working on myself and set the boundaries to work on self. You know, when you're doing the work on your body and on your mind and on your spirit, and you're in this self-development journey energy, you just overall kind of feel like a better person, and you feel more connected to source. You're able to take pride in who you are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this fucking podcast. Listen, this is my first time doing this shit. What the fuck? But there's going to be a lot more to come. You know, I want to get into so many more topics about healing, about overcoming any creative blocks, talking about trauma, empath healing. Like, let me know if you guys want to hear anything specific. But, you know, it's Channel K, where we channel K, which is me, all day, my thoughts and my ideas. And, you know, hopefully I can transfer some of my healing energy over to you. So tune in next week. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. 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 Bye, 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 bye.